G'day friends, Dubster here. It's been several weeks since I shot the video Bad Luck Comes in Threes, and I know I thanked everyone in the last haul video that I did, but again just want to give everyone a big shout out, big thank you for the lovely comments and all the support. It was greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. I had a number of people in that video comment that they would like to see some progress as I go through all the changes that I have to make to the back room to fit for the new fish tanks. So what I thought I'd do is just do a vlog video for you guys and just film little clips here and there. So it might not make perfect sense as it all goes along, but I'll try and stitch it all together in some sort of format that makes some sense. So I hope you do enjoy it. It's probably just going to cut off abruptly. I'm thinking I might try and do, obviously this is just going to be the first part because not everything is done yet, but I'm thinking maybe even down the track I might continue videos like this, even just little bits I'm doing around the place and things I'm doing in the Lego room as well. So I think I've got a few clips of me in the Lego room in this video coming up. So yeah, without further ado, if you do enjoy the content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Big thank you for watching. Let's get into it. To update what's been happening, I have emptied out this tank. I have got crap everywhere here because the stands are all empty, and I have emptied the stand here as well for this tank. Fish are still in there, but if we come down this end, all the hoods are off. I've removed all the lights from the hoods. Got a couple of hoods sitting here. So yes, there was a tank here. It is now sitting over here. So these fish in this tank will move to here. I can break these tanks down, but the fish that were in, well, this tank that's now here are now in the front room. So next is to empty out these two tanks. So this is one of my old spare tanks. So I've set this up temporarily for the discus, so they're living in here. And if we go outside, you can see that the pond is completely gone. So I'm going to use that pond to house the fish temporarily. So it's now been a few weeks since I made the video about the bad luck, the run of bad luck we had. I did wait a while before I posted that video because we're still pretty touchy about everything, as you would expect. But I just wanted to mention that so it gives you some concept of the time that's passed and how much has been done. So as you can see, I'd made a start on the tanks in those previous clips. Now we're just going to update what else I've been doing. So if we go and have a look at all these tanks now, they're all empty, every single one of them. So there we go, 1, 2, 3 are done. And whereas we still had fish in those two in those last clips, but this tank was over here, this tank now has all the fish from that tank. Won't move too quick for you. So yeah, lots of work. No time for any Lego this week. If I get to anything, I'll put it in these little vlog videos of what I'm doing. But yeah, no time this week. I've been very busy every afternoon, you know, with usual jobs and whatnot, but working out all the timber I need to build another cabinet for this big tank that I'm getting. And I'm also making a separate stand for this tank here, which I'm now thinking of replacing while I'm at it and just have all new tanks moving forward. So yeah, more on that probably later. I'll explain it a little bit better, but yeah, so been working out all the timber and where I need to cut the lengths of timber. Like most of it's 5.4 meter lengths, and I've got to know where I can cut that timber to fit it in the horse float, because I'd normally take my horse float and chuck all my wooden bits and pieces in there when I'm doing projects like this. So yeah, tons of work. Yeah, it's work, but it's also kind of enjoyable as well. I mean, pretty strange, you know, enjoying something like cleaning out a fish tank, but yeah, I'm a bit of a weirdo like that. Yeah, so lots done. The next thing now will be to move these 2 tanks down to here and to get that tank out. So the broken tank, it gets taken out, and just put up my shed for now until I get a chance to put it in a ute and get it down to Cairns to get fixed up. What else we got? Let's just have a quick look at this tank. Sorry, the place is a mess, but I'm sure you can appreciate everything that's going on. So just to have a look at this, just a very basic rough setup here, you know, with the hoses and cables and everything at the back. I hate the look of that, but it's only a temporary thing. But the fish are happy. Yeah, that's the main thing, is the safety and the health of the fish through this process, is making sure, you know, hopefully I don't have any losses. I have set up my big pond up in a shed, and I may show that to you. We're not going to be able to see too much, but I might, maybe in the next few clips, I might show you where I have that pond. Yeah, so the next thing, like I said, move these, and then, so this weekend, or you guys aren't going to know when's what, but for this weekend my plan is to go and buy all the timber, and then move these tanks. I've got some mates coming around, so once they come around, we move the tanks. Probably not much is going to happen after that, because we'll carry on like a bunch of gooses like we normally do, and you know, have a few beers, have a bit of pizza, that sort of stuff, and then I will yeah, on the Sunday I'll start looking at trying to make a start on this stand, this cabinet. So what else do I want to talk about? Let's just come back and have a better look at the whole room and the complete disarray that it is in. So a little bit of an update, and the other reason I wanted to mention is that the time difference is I'm really encouraging my wife to start looking for another horse. Now, a lot of people think that's probably a bit weird and a little bit soon, but it's just one of those things, is devastated as my wife is, and feels guilty and sad, and you know, all of those emotions. On the flip side of that, if she has something to look forward to and be a little bit excited, as much as she said, it's just making her feel super guilty. But you know, like I said, to have something to sort of put a smile on her face, get her a little bit excited, you know, to me is a good thing. And I know everyone's not going to have that same school of thought, but yeah, I definitely think she needs something, you know, to help cheer her up, and yeah, I'm sure you guys can understand that. So I'm really encouraging her to start looking, and yeah, and for us to get another horse. So we'll see how that all pans out, you know, in the near future. So I've managed to squeeze a little bit of time aside to do something in the Lego room. So my plan today is to try and get the material stiffened for the sails for the black pearl. So this is the black material I'm using. These are my paper templates for all my sails. So what I need to do is iron these, get them nice and flat so they're easier to trace out. What I normally do is trace the sails onto the material, so I know exactly where each sail is going to be on the material, and then I stiffen it and then cut them out. But I don't think I'm really going to be able to see the pencil line on this black material. So my plan is just to lay out how much material I need for all the sails, and then stiffen one big piece of material and then trace them out after it's dried, because once the material's stiffened, you tend to be able to see the pencil lines a little bit better, because it sort of leaves a bit of a groove, I guess, in the stiffened part of the material. A little bit hard to explain, but I think it'll be easier for me to see that than just straight pencil line on black material. So yeah, I'm going to give that a crack, see if that works. So here are all the sails laid out. I've cut the size material that I need. So now I've got to mix up my brew, stiffen the material and hang it to dry. So I guess we can kill two birds with one stone with this clip. You can see the 6-foot tank has been moved out, it's gone. And these other tanks have been moved down into position. So if I come back far enough here, you can see the two tanks here now, and where these little bits of hardy flecks are on the ground, that is the size of the new tank. So that's how big it is. Just laid that out to get an idea. And then I've got the bit of material hanging here that I've just added the stiffener to. So basically it's just PVA glue watered down 50-50, and then I just brush it onto the material, and you can see here it's just dripping off. I'll just go hang in here till it dries, and then I'll be able to trace out the sails and start cutting it out. So on my way for a couple of projects here. We'll see what comes next. So now up in one of my sheds, I've got this tank here just sitting here waiting to be repaired, and I have got my pond. Now if I approach slowly, not sure if you'll see any fish in there. Let's see if I can lift the light a little bit. I might feed them actually. Let's get the food. And let's see if we can see any action. They're going to be a bit skittish because I've pulled the cover. Here comes the Oscar. He's never shy. I don't even know if you can see him in there. Hopefully you can see something. But I'm going to back off now. Leave them in peace, let them have their feed so they're comfortable, and I'll come back and cover it back up in 10 minutes or so. But yeah, so it's all moving along. While I was filming that, this guy was knocking at the gate wanting some attention. I've got the camera here, it's probably going to make him a bit skittish. Hey Wonky, come here mate. Oh, you're a good boy. Hey, don't you nip me. Come here. Come here. You're a good boy, aren't you? Hey, you gonna come a bit closer so I can pat you? Are you gonna say hello to the camera? Hey? What do you reckon? You gonna be shy? You reckon that's your best angle? Yeah. Hey? There you go. There you go. Hey? Hey? Yeah, you're gonna have a chew, aren't you? Yeah, you little bugger. You're on guard, girl. Hey? What's that? On guard. I've already completed the rigging on two of the masts. I've just got the rear mast to finish off now. So while I've got the sails drying, I'll take this chance to finish the last mast. That's pretty finicky work. Very hard seeing black on black. But yeah, even harder when I'm trying to film a little bit of it too. so now I have to trace all the templates out, and I've allowed myself a little bit of space in case I stuff one up. But if I take this away, you can see, actually I don't know if you can see how you can now see the pencil line a bit better. So got to do all these, cut them out, cut the holes, and then we can get this black pearl finished.